into that, I'm just going to give you a little bit. I'm just going to talk about the fact that I have transitioned from a vegan diet to now eating animal products. So, guys, for a very long time, I've been in a vegan diet. Excuse me, I just need to put my headphones into my face. So, yeah, I just want to do that. Before I proceed, before I proceed, I just would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. A heartfelt thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you guys. I really, really do appreciate you all. And to all the newcomers, those people that have recently joined that have recently subscribed. Thank you. You are welcome on this particular um, channel, and please feel free each time I come live to comment, and I'll always, if you want to ask any questions, you're always free to ask. So anyway, let's proceed. As you can see, the title of my video is how I lost 30 kilos, 30 kgs on a keto diet. So before I move on to that, guys, I've been a vegan for over 10 years, just slightly over 10 years. And let me just say that, just talk you through a little bit about how that diet, the vegan diet, um, okay, let me just talk through how it all started. So, over probably 12, 13 years ago, I just decided I was gonna go on a diet. Okay, so this had nothing to do with animal rights or anything like that. It was just me really trying to be healthy, and I thought I should just eliminate all animal products totally. So initially that went on very, very well. So guys, subscribe. If you're just joining this live stream and you're not subscribed, remember to subscribe. Remember to put that notification button as well. My voice today is a lot better. I don't know what's been happening, guys, to my voice, but it is much, much better. It's not as rusty as it was 2 days ago. So anyway, let's proceed into this live stream. So yeah, just for health reasons really, I cut out all animal products. I first started out with red meat. Okay, I cut that out, and then I was just left with a white meat, chicken, fish, and things like that. And obviously, eggs, dairy, and then I transitioned from there to now just nothing, no dairy, nothing, no white meat, okay, and so not even fish, not even chicken. So yeah, that is how I started, and it went on really, really well. I felt fantastic without any animal products, without dairy. I felt really, really good. Just even my health, it was not that I had, 1 minute guys, not that I had any health issues. 1 second guys, I need to put my camera on charge. I beg your pardon. Sorry guys, this always happens. I am so sorry. Let's just place this camera on charger. Okay. Anyway, that's all done. I apologize, guys. Who is this? Are you big on cement? Does it have 92 out of 102 minerals the body needs? Okay, so hi Jim Rockford. I hope you're well. Um, yeah, you too, Jim. I hope you have a good day. And who is this? Puff, oh dear, Puff talk something. Hi. Uh, you are asking uh, that am I big on what? Can you? What's that? Can you just elaborate a little bit, and then I'll be able to answer your question. Sorry. So yeah, guys, I then transitioned from being, I used to eat meat, and then, as I said, everything went on really well. I I felt healthy, and the diet was absolutely amazing. And then, I started to find out that some of the products, for example, that I was consuming, I wasn't consuming any dairy products. And for my milk, I used to consume almond milk and things like that. Not necessarily soya, but things like almond milk, etc. Then I found out that some of the almond milk, it wasn't necessarily made from almond milk. It was actually not very healthy, and I just started to pick up on a lot of things, okay, that could literally just harm your health. And yeah, so those are some of the things that I found out. But I wasn't into plant-based milk that much, but I used to use it. And because I wasn't consuming any dairy, so obviously I had to get some almond milk, some plant-based milk, and yeah, for quite some time that really went on really well. And and then I just found out that no, actually, the vegan diet wasn't really. I couldn't proceed with it. So a lot of things just started to change, and I just noticed that okay, um, you know, let me just maybe revert back to consuming meat, okay, and it took me some time. It took me some time, guys, to revert back from you know um, from vegan to now back to consuming meats, animal products. So I started off with fish. I wasn't really a chicken person, so and then I started to introduce white meat. This is like last year. Slowly, I wasn't consuming as much. This was like last year, before June last year, and I just wanted to see how things go. So yeah, and then when I moved to here, because some of you know that I moved last year in September, and then I've sort of like completely now, um, you know, stopped my vegan diet now into consuming a lot of meat products, dairy, and so on, and just meat products. So yeah, and I must say that I was quite shocked that going from vegan to now oh my goodness, guys, I'm feeling warm. Let me take my jacket off. One sec. Okay, guys. Yeah, let's proceed. So yeah, I was quite shocked to see that I did a lot of research, and yeah, because on a vegan diet, a lot of those foods I used to consume, for example, beans was one of my source of protein, but it is also a carb. beans, red beans, kidney beans, whatever it is. It is also carb. It's got high carb content. Okay. All right. So, with this high carb content, I started to notice, obviously, things like inflammation and things like that. Okay, because of the carbs in some of the foods that I was consuming. Beans, lentils, those are full of carbs. Okay, they are good foods. They are a good source of protein, but also, they're carbs. So yeah, this is what happened to me. So I then, lately I have, oh, my voice is back to being funny again. So yeah, um, then you know what, guys, I have now moved away from these animal products to now just to veganism, to now eating animal products. And so, yeah, I just would like to really just update you how that is going. So, if you are that person over here, okay, you're watching me, you're listening, or you're gonna watch this video much later, I just would like to say that, you know what, a lot of what we've known for many decades about a balanced diet, what a healthy balanced diet is all about. We've been taught that carbs are really healthy. We've been taught that we should consume a balanced diet that is composed of carbohydrates, etc., etc. But guys, no, I've had to undo all of that. And yeah, because the moment that you consume carbs, you know that you convert that into glucose, which is stored in your body. And what happens is that your body literally burns glucose for energy, right? So the energy you need, the energy that your body needs when you are on a high carb diet, and also if you are also consuming processed sugar, or just even all the sugars added in some of the meals, for example the bread and all of that, what happens is that then your body is literally burning glucose for energy. And what happens is that on a high sugar, high carb diet, you are just, your insulin and glucose levels are, they spike high. It's like a yo-yo, and that isn't good. And with high insulin, high glucose, you can't lose weight. You can't lose weight. So yeah, and then those are the cause of inflammation as well. And so, that we've been taught that, fatty foods, they are bad, you know, even dairy, like choose skimmed milk over full fat milk. And guys, when milk, right, they take away all the stuff, all the fat from the milk. Who is this? Sorry, Sarah, why is the sound terrible? Really? Is the sound terrible? I have no idea. Thank you. Is that better? Can you hear me now? I've just raised it. Is that better? Let me know, guys. Thank you so much. Mama28, thank you. I appreciate that. Sound terrible on your streams, or is the AI? Can you sort? No, there's no AI on my live stream. So I don't know what's going on. Is that better? No, it's bad. Oh, okay. I have no idea. It's not just the sound, but even the picture is constantly moving around. I don't know, guys. You know, cameras can be hacked, right? Cameras can be hacked. And remember yesterday's live stream, I was literally very upset. Okay, so you know, we're not gonna dive into that, but even the picture, it just keeps jumping around. So I don't know. Let me have a look again. Something is wrong. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I should shout a little bit, or maybe let me move this closer to me. Any better? Is that better? Sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening with my sound. Even the picture itself is just moving around. I don't know, for whatever reason. Any better, guys? Let me know. Let me know if that's better. Okay, thanks, Mama. It's like it's on most of your stream. Yeah, it's not just that, it's also the picture itself is completely, it's like it's zoomed in, and it just keeps jumping around. Thank you so much, Mama 28. There's a loud hissing. I wonder what that is. Anyway, we're not gonna say it's hacking before we are called paranoid and whatever else. But yeah, this has been going on for quite some time, and but probably, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing here. There's no AI on my live stream. Absolutely not. Unless there's hidden AI on YouTube for YouTubers. So there isn't any AI on my live stream. So it is what it is, unfortunately. Guys, I hope you can hear me well, or maybe a little bit, I don't know. So yeah, anyway, so I've now moved away from being a vegan to now consuming just meat, animal products, and I am on a high fat content diet, which is keto, very keto friendly. So I eat a lot of protein and a lot of fat, more fat than protein, because protein because protein has some carbs, but in comparison to fats, so I eat more fat than protein. And what happens is you can't eat a lot of fat and not feel full up. Okay, and so that's the first thing. And I'm noticing no inflammation whatsoever, no gut issues whatsoever. Not that I had serious inflammation, not that I had gut issues. So these are just some of the things you notice on yourself. So say for example, you consume some foods, and then it's not like a health scare or a health problem. No, it's just that I feel better. So I am, in terms of my health, I feel much better. Okay, and so anywho, let's just proceed. So the keto diet, I consume a lot of fat, including, I'll give you an example, butter. I'll literally slice a piece of butter and just eat it, right? And now I'm into coffee more than tea, so I'll sort of like make a cup of coffee. Oh, guys, excuse me, sorry. I should have checked this on the mirror before I came on the live stream. So I consume a lot of, well, I love coffee. So what I do with that is that I add a lot of double cream to my coffee, a lot of double cream, and so, and then I also have I also make a lot of scrambled egg, maybe about 2 scrambled eggs. 3 for me, it's a lot. one or two, yeah, sometimes three when I'm like very hungry. uh, okay, hi Wesley, I saw you yesterday. So if you want to remain on this channel, please keep the comments respectful. Okay, I saw your comments, they were quite rude, so just remain respectful, because otherwise I'm gonna be forced to block you completely. So anyway, everybody's welcome here. I forgot about yesterday. Let's move on. I don't live in the past. I'm very, forward looking. I do not live my life looking in the past. And that past could be yesterday, a few hours ago. So this is a fresh page for all of you that obviously you know how you behaved yesterday. It's not because some people I blocked them out completely because I gave them warning after warning. They ignored that, so I had to block them out completely. So some of you, I didn't block you out. I'm just giving you an opportunity to reform. Okay, sorry, it get my coat. Okay, right. Okay, as long as you can make those comments out of topic, but don't get rude for myself and those the other people that are watching. So today's title of this video, we are talking about how I've lost 30 kilos on a keto diet, and basically how it makes me feel in terms of my overall health. So guys, I think sometimes we just think that your health has to do with your physicality. No, it's also about your mental health. So your physical health equals to your mental health, right? Your mental health equals to your physical health, right? Wesley, I do apologize. No worries, you are forgiven. Okay, as I said, it's a new day, it's a new page. There you go. You can change what you did yesterday, but thank you for apologizing. You are forgiven. All right. So anyway, um, so yeah, your mental health equals to your physical health. Your physical health equals to your mental health. These things are connected, right? So yeah, um, so when you look after your physical health in terms of, for example, you exercise, you eat a healthy diet, a clean diet like I'm on right now, which is keto. Okay, and be careful, guys. Some of these products, they say it's keto, right? They tell you to eat these a lot of these powders, and drink this powder, do that. A lot of that. Oh, this is a keto bar. It's not even keto. That is about marketing. Okay, that's about marketing. So be very, very careful. A keto diet isn't expensive. A keto diet isn't something you need to be sourcing on Amazon, those bars, chocolate bars. No, it's not. What a keto diet is all about is about you consuming more fat and protein, and obviously vegetables. So forget the fruit, forget the pineapple. It's too much. There's too much sugar. Forget the bananas. We've been told, the oranges, all those orange juices. Whether you make them by yourself or you buy them from the supermarket, forget that. That is a lot of sugar. So when you have fruit, right, it converts the sugar in there. It converts into sugars, and then your insulin spikes, and also your glucose spikes. They spike really high, and with elevated insulin, you can't lose weight. You can't lose weight. It doesn't matter how much you limit your, your portions. So now, when you eat clean animal products, especially fat, no carbs in fat, proteins will have a little bit of fat. So this is why even on the keto diet, I tend to have more fat than proteins. Okay, and also I was saying earlier that with your milk, however you source your milk, we've been taught that you get skimmed milk. You don't do that, guys. You don't, because what happens is they take out everything. They take out the fat from the milk. You see, all that remains, that is what is carbs, and then it's all processed. Okay, so you want, if you can't, I know that many countries are not gonna sell raw milk, but if you live in the countryside or on a farm, approach your farmer and source your milk directly from them, because it is not processed. However, you're not gonna get it in the supermarket. You're not gonna get it here in the UK, because I live in the UK. Depends what part of the world you are. So guys, you're not gonna get any milk here in the supermarket, but you can get something close to it, and homogenized, but it's pastured. But also look at if the animals are grass fed. Okay, that is the most healthy milk you will get, and just read the label. So a lot of that milk that, for example, they sell it, it's very expensive as well. They've processed it, they've killed all the good bacteria, all the good stuff, right? So if you take that milk from the supermarket and you gave it to a baby cow, it's gonna die. It's gonna die because it doesn't have what it's meant to have in that. So so milk isn't, be careful with the milk, and also, for example, like if you're gonna buy butter, be careful. Some of that butter is full of oils, right? It's not, you want butter that is close to like 100% if you can get it fat. Okay, and they don't even touch margarine. Okay, but even on the butter, so look at, if the butter is from grass-fed animals as well, and just be careful, read the ingredients. They add this, gum that, be very careful with that. Okay, it's not good. So get to close to 100% milk fat from the animal, and probably less of anything else. That's the butter you want to consume. So if it has oils, you don't want that. You don't want that. So this is what I'm consuming now. I can literally slice off butter, and I'm having my cup of coffee full of double cream. You can even, buy like extra double cream. Yeah, extra double cream is a lot thicker. I can see you being a trouble on dinner dates. No, not really. Not really. I'm not trouble. I wouldn't be trouble on any, you know, any dinner. No, not like that. It's, you see, the thing is, right? It's a lifestyle, Wesley. It's a lifestyle you wanna live like that. But it's okay on if you go, you eat out, right? Just order the right meat, the right foods, okay? And maybe proteins, and maybe less carbs, things like that. But you can do that once in a while. So, but not live like that all the time, where you are eating these meals full of carbs and things like that. So, just to answer your question, Wesley, no, you know, it, no, it doesn't work like that, especially in a restaurant. You just look at the menu and you look at, just choose those health options. But again, remember, if you indulge a lot and you get your insulin spikes, you might actually be derailing your what do you call it, your your keto diet. Okay, so when your insulin and glucose are elevated, it means that you can't lose weight, so you want to be in ketosis. Okay, so I am just generally slim until my late 40s. Well, sometimes slim doesn't mean healthy. Sometimes people are slim, Wesley, but it doesn't mean that they are healthy. There's people who are, slim, but it doesn't make them healthy at all. So yeah, so sometimes, and some people are generally, they're gonna have some weight on, but it doesn't necessarily mean they are unhealthy. And also, no need, we don't body shame people. And people will lose weight when they want to lose weight, but remember also that when you are losing weight, for me, it's not the look I'm after being healthy. It's the whole person. Okay, it's the whole person. Have you ever heard people say you are what you eat? So um you know um a keto diet, even people with, you know people that are depressed, for example, if you have depression, and some people call it low mood, I don't have all of that, thank God. A clean diet can actually get you out of depression. Yeah, so there's a link between what we eat with our mental health as well as our physical health. Okay, and it's actually scientifically proven. So just remember, you may be slim, and sometimes you think that you are depressed and you don't know why. Watch your diet. Mm-hmm. These are not like fairy tales or just stories. I'm telling here, it is true. So, a, a clean diet can actually improve your mental health. And for those of you that are on, antidepressants and things like that, due to whatever reason, okay, um, just try this. Change your diet. Eat a clean diet. You will see what's gonna happen to you, because it is scientifically proven, right, that people that they experience depressive disorders and things like that, their mental health can improve, and sometimes to not even feeling depressed on a clean diet. So this clean diet I'm talking about is a high fat diet, high protein and vegetables. Please mind the fruits. If you go for berries, okay, and mind, in the berries family, mind the blueberries. um, they are good, but if you consume a lot of them, they have more sugar than raspberries and strawberries and the blackberries. So you want to consume more of raspberries, um, uh, uh, raspberries, strawberries, and blackberries. That is what you want to consume, especially on a keto diet. Yes, you can consume blueberries as well. I just love blueberries, and let me say, blueberries can actually prevent conditions such as dementia. Okay, so yeah, just have half a cup and mix it with the raspberries. I don't know how you eat, but I'm gonna tell you how I eat my berries. So I put double cream. Okay, um uh, Wesley, the gym in my home doesn't get used for 6 months of the year. I only use it when the hot weather comes. Oh wow, okay. I would have thought, during the winter, you can literally just, you know, um, it's easier to exercise in the winter, especially if you have a gym in your home. For me, that's how it feels. But yeah, I mean, if you wanna keep, you wanna start to exercise towards the summer, that's all good. But remember that it's all year round, right? And sometimes just if you don't wanna exercise in the winter, just look after just watch your diet, what you eat. I'm sure that's enough, and then maybe towards the summer you can start to work out. So yeah, um you know so what the high fat content does is that it it obviously corrects and stabilizes your insulin and glucose levels. So it will stabilize it, and as soon as your insulin and glucose have been stabilized, do you know what happens? The inflammation goes away, right? The inflammation, even your gut, right? It all goes away. Even people who are affected by things like ulcers, right? Go, go on that diet and see what happens. And even for example, you'll be highly energetic in a good way, and also it it's even your mood is, for example, you are depressed, you see things change for you. But you're gonna have to allow time. Okay, you're gonna have to allow time. But then if you are a meat eater already, you're not like me, transitioning from a plant-based diet to now animal. Now for me to start building up enzymes to digest animal products, you are good to go. So all you need to do is, for example, don't okay, this is how I would start. I'll give you an example. In the morning, right? If you are a tea person or a coffee person, get your double cream, right? Pour a lot of it in your coffee, okay? And then drink that. Slice some butter, or you can do some scrambled egg and then slice some butter and eat it. I mean, if you want a full English, minus bread, minus hash brown, minus cereal. There isn't cereal that is healthier. It's a hoax. It is a hoax. It's all about marketing. So cut out the cereals, leave them alone. I've heard somebody on YouTube say there's an order that you can consume these products so that it doesn't elevate, it doesn't raise your it doesn't spike your glucose and your insulin. So this person was, I don't want to be mentioning names, so this person was they literally teach that eat your food in a certain order. So for example, start with the salads or the vegetables, and then followed by, so for example, okay, you serve a roast on a Sunday, okay, then you have all the vegetables in your plate, and then followed by your 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 uh, your proteins and fats, and then followed by the carbs, which would be most probably roast potato or whatever it is. And what this individual is actually teaching is that um, it's like pouring. So, for example, if you start with carbs, right, on an empty stomach, when it is quickly processed, and then that sugar spikes up, but you put a lining on your stomach where the carbs are released slowly to reduce you know the the insulin spikes. But guys, you know very well that this may sound, for me, did I try it? Absolutely, I tried that. So the thing is, i i, I take my time to try things out. For example, on my vegan diet, I went on, it was over 10 years I've been a vegan. Okay, so I've tried all of that. And yeah, so anyway, I digress. So if you are a tea lover, a coffee lover, whatever you like to drink, so take your double cream, a lot of it, as much as you can handle. Okay, no sugar. If you are somebody who loves, who adds sugar in your coffee, get some stevia. Yeah, get some stevia. It's no calorie. It's a plant-based sugar as well. No calorie. No calories in there. So yeah, you can use that. And yeah, and then what you then do is you are having your coffee, maybe you're doing your scrambled egg or your full English, right? And have a lot of eggs. I don't know, for me, I think two is enough. Sometimes I just even force myself. Two eggs is a lot for me, but yeah, because I have to keep, I have to eat enough. So I'll just finish them. But, some men can eat up to 6 eggs. Go for it. Fry those eggs because you don't want to consume less so that you are hungry. So if you're gonna have just eggs, yeah, you can fry 6 eggs. But if you're gonna have sausages, and you can also add cheese, but then again, not 50% fat. You want the full fat cheese, okay? And look, find good cheese out there. For example, you want to look at the, is it, are the animals grass fed, etc., etc. Be careful with the high salt content in some of the cheeses, but also I would say that yeah, so just read the labels. Read the labels, guys. So yeah, you can have all of that cheese, a bit of cheese on your breakfast, on your English breakfast, on your full English, eggs, whether you scramble them, fry them, go for it. And try and use olive oil. Use olive oil, or you can fry your eggs in butter. Okay, you know all that vegetable oil is really bad. It's not good. It is not good. So if you want a clean diet, just be careful. Okay, read the labels. Read all of that. Would you cook for me one day? Wesley, where do you live, Wesley? What part of the UK are you from? My shepherd keeps me sorry, my German shepherd, sorry. My German shepherds. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. If you have a dog, dogs are, yeah, you can take your dog and start to run. Dogs love that. Just throw the ball, and, that's really good, Wesley. So, South. Where is South? My geography, I passed my geography quite okay, but where is South again? South of what? South of London? South of what country? Anyway, so, well, okay, guys. So yeah, and that's your breakfast. No bread, No hash brown. Oh, Portsmouth. Okay, that's good. I love Portsmouth. I do love that part of the world, part of the country. It's beautiful. The UK has really some beautiful places, guys. So some of you that maybe watch from outside the UK, you've never visited the UK, please visit. You know, the food is absolutely amazing, and try and maybe go to the countryside, and don't just book into Holiday Inn. Go to the countryside where you can also book into you know sort of like hotels there, and the food is absolutely amazing, and Portsmouth is amazing, really really amazing. So that is one of the places maybe you'd like to visit in the UK. Yeah, and you know what? So it's a date. No, Wesley, I didn't agree to your date. We can set appointments here so you can watch my videos. So yeah. Anyway, so let me proceed. So yeah, that's maybe for breakfast. Okay, and if you are a beginner, just have your 3 meals a day. But at this stage right now, I've moved from 3 meals to 2 meals to now 1 meal. Guys, I had my dinner last night at 7 p.m. Okay, I had my dinner last night at 7 p.m. I have not eaten anything. But what I'm doing, where's my water? Look, I'm drinking water. So this is 1 liter, a 1 liter bottle. So I'm having to drink about 3 liters of these. I've had 1 liter in full, so this is nearly halfway now. So yeah, so if you're a beginner, please don't dive to the deep end. Do not dive to the deep end if you are a beginner with this. But for people like Wesley, you are blessed, right? You are blessed to have you are naturally slim, which is really good. But remember that even though you are slim, you just don't want to look slim and not obese, okay? Which is good, but you also want to eat healthy, right? If you want to live a long life, if you want to live a long life, with inflammation, and as people grow older, that goes, it goes from bad to worse. So start now to to look after yourself in terms of what you eat. So yeah, I digress. So anybody who leaves comments here, I will be responding. Thank you so much, Wesley. I'm looking forward to speaking again. All right, Wesley, you enjoy your day, and see you. Remember, I'm coming back live tonight. That will be heated, okay? It's gonna be heated conversation like last night, but a totally different topic. So look, we are not here to scandalize the UK or to scandalize. No, that's not what we are here for. But we are here to create content. Because remember, if I only turn this particular channel, and it's boring, who's gonna watch that? Nobody. So let's make this these live streams heated up, okay? And I'm not toxic, okay? I'm non-toxic. So I'm a content creator. I hope you understand. And just to give you a thumbs up, if you check people like content creators, a lot of what you hear, it's not necessarily that they no, it's content creation. It's content creation. So I'm just raising the bar. Okay, I'm just raising the bar to get to another phase of this. But then again, you can't be telling lies, or yeah, some people do, and some people do grow their channels using, some people undress, literally, half dressed. But I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, they get views, they get subscribers, but that's not what I would do morally. Okay, i I respect myself, and I'm not gonna grow my channel, you know um, exposing my body. I'm not gonna do that. So but yeah, I can engage in drama a little. So don't take it personal. It's just watch a lot of these content creators. you know I love Candice Owens a lot. She gets really heated. Just check her out, okay? But she's lovely. She's lovely. She's a good person. And I'm sure if you watch her videos, probably you go, huh? Yeah, I mean, so it's not because she hates the people she's talking about. It's not because she hates her country. It's not because, no, she's a content creator. For example, I'll give you an example. Wesley, before you go, do you know she do you know she the first lady in France, do you know she had yeah, just check that. Yeah, she did. Okay, so, and yeah, no, she wasn't scared. No, she wasn't. So we should be able to exercise our freedom of speech without really feeling, oh, what are the repercussions if I say this, if I say that, what's going to happen? I think as a country, when people are restricted, and I'm not saying that people should get ugly and disrespectful and ungrateful and just critical. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we should have a level of freedom of speech. So, oh, thank you. So I hope you understand this. So tonight we are back on. I've got a really, really spicy topic that we are going to tackle tonight. So come back, Wesley, when that will be at night. So yeah, but anyway, let's proceed with the keto diet. Those of you that whether you want to lose weight or like Wesley here, he's not trying to lose weight. He said he's just naturally slim. It's really good. Oh, thank you, Wesley. And bring your friends, okay, so you can watch. Oh, I'm not Bonnie Blue, so it's not off just orphans. No, that's a joke, Wesley. That's a joke. But anyway, yeah. Baby, you don't even know who Bonnie Blue is. I'm just giving uh, um, I'm just giving you ideas about what I'm going to be talking about. So it's not hate for those people. No, probably, I don't know, am I turning into a, um, what do they call them? There's a niche. I am hooked. Oh, good. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, you have to have your own content creators that you enjoy watching. So anyway, welcome on board, Wesley, and hopefully are you a content creator, Wesley? If not, hopefully I can inspire you. Okay, and yeah, probably you can start your own YouTube channel as well. Yeah, think about it. People earn money, so you can also get to travel. And you know I don't know what you do, but there you go. So yeah, so guys, we are talking about a keto diet. So maybe, yeah, that would be a breakfast, as no bread, just have your really just add a lot of double cream in your coffee or your tea, no sugar. If you like something sweet, stevia. So you can get stevia in most supermarkets, even Holland and Barrett. Hi Rashid Javid, you go the gym? Well, yeah. I do go to the gym, but I haven't been to the gym lately. So I've been focusing on settling into my new home. I haven't even gotten to know my new neighbors. Can you believe that? I haven't. So it's been the stress, buying furniture, doing, just really trying to make my home comfortable. I haven't even, met my neighbors or invited them for a cup of tea. That's what you do, right? Everybody needs good neighbors. So I haven't done that yet. Okay, guys, please subscribe, like, and share. And yeah, all right. So, in terms of on a keto diet, in terms of your breakfast, ignore the bread, ignore the hash browns. I don't care whether it's brown bread. Bread is bread. It's gonna convert into glucose, and you don't want your body burning glucose for fuel. You want your body burning fat for fuel. Okay, and that leads to ketosis. Why? Because when you're burning glucose for fuel, also your insulin is raised. So when your insulin are elevated, there's no losing. There is no losing weight. So yeah, I don't know if there's people who say because of age, especially women, they say that the hormonal changes for women in their menopause and things like that. They say because this is a they say that it's a hormone's belly. No, you can it's that's not true. That's not true. It's because you are eating wrong, and then your insulin is high, and then you're not gonna lose belly fat. Okay, so yeah, that would be your breakfast. And then maybe for dinner, okay, you can have, I don't know, pork belly, a lot of fat, pork belly with salads, fish, just name it. Okay, and yeah, have your tea, your cup of tea or a cup of coffee full of double cream. Eat your butter, and the thing is, guys, a high fat diet, you can't eat so much fat without feeling full up. That's the thing with a high fat diet. Okay, so yeah, but anyway, it's been 58 minutes now. But guys, overall, let me say this to you. I don't want to make this video very long. I just want to do this video and then rest a little bit, because I'll be back tonight. Okay, and it's gonna be hot on this. It is a hot topic. So please, 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 when you come back, don't think that I'm attacking anybody. I'm creating content. Okay, so yeah, as for me, I've transitioned from 3 meals a day to now eating once a day. Okay, but for starters, when you start to transition from when you start to transition from a high carb diet, right, you want to be eating 3 meals per day, and then you can now transition. Give it some time. Give the keto diet some time. Please do not buy chocolate bars that say keto. They are not keto. So keto friendly meals or foods means that they're not gonna elevate your insulin, your glucose and your insulin. So those chocolate bars, right, they have sugar. They have all sorts that will elevate your insulin and your glucose. So all you don't need processed foods. There's all those preservatives and other stuff. All you need is your animal products. Okay, inexpensive. All right, because I can tell you that a high fat diet, you don't need to eat much, but eat as much as you can, right? To keep, you just get satisfied so quickly. And what happens is, because what causes people to be eating a lot, even into the middle of the night? The more carbs you eat, the more you're gonna consume. The more sugar, the more carbs, then you'll be eating all day because of insulin and glucose spikes. Okay, but on a high fat diet, high protein diet, you are not going to be feeling hungry, because your insulin and your sugars have been stabilized. Okay, they've been stabilized, and they are not like a yo-yo, up and down. So yeah, some of that is not even hunger that people feel, and unfortunately people think they love food, or that, oh, I'm a foodie. You may not even be a foodie. There is something that the insulin and the glucose is doing to your hunger. Okay, it's not you feeling hungry. Now, for me, I'm not feeling hungry. I ate last night at 7 p.m. Up to now, I have not eaten anything. Okay, probably my next meal right now, I'll do 24 hours. It's going to be at 7 p.m. It's not forced. I'm simply not feeling hungry. I'm on a high fat, high protein diet. No sugar, no carbs. My insulin levels are not elevated in any way. So yeah, guys, this is about my transition. I'm transitioning basically from a vegan diet now to back to eating a lot of fat, a lot of meat products that I never did, even when I ate a normal, what we would call a normal balanced diet. Those carbs, I don't think we even need them, guys. I don't think so. So yeah, that's about my keto diet. And yeah, so what I need to do really, maybe I need to get to Boots and buy those keto strips. Yeah, I need to get to Boots and test my ketosis to see. I need to do that. Yeah. So how am I feeling, guys, on this keto diet? I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. And if you are here, you are concerned about, the inflammation. You are always sick. That is inflammation. It's your diet. Leave the carbs alone. Leave the sugar. Come to a high fat, high protein diet. It will cure all those diseases, all the inflammation. It doesn't matter whether it's your gut or whatever. Okay, and also if you are depressed, I can assure you, look at your diet very carefully. Look at your diet very carefully. If you can change that, and you're on medication because you are depressed, okay, I just want to say this, guys. I'm not depressed, and I've never used my keto diet to cure depression, because I'm not depressed. But it is scientifically proven that if you are depressed, if you eat a clean diet, okay, you will literally go off your antidepressants or whatever medications that you are taking, which is true. Your mental health equals to your physical health. Okay, so watch what you eat, and you will see your mental health, um, you know, improve to nothing, to not feeling depressed. So change your diet. Okay, it's not just your physical health you're looking after. When you get on a high fat, high protein diet, it's also your mental health. The fluctuation, insulin, glucose fluctuation, that will cause mental health issues. Some of it is got nothing to do with you being on drugs or you being alcoholic. Some of that is because your insulin and glucose are elevated, and yeah, that's going to cause you to be feeling some type of way. It's all down to food, right? So watch what you eat and see your mental health improve. Watch your physical health improve. Even your skin, even your aesthetic, the way that your body is built, it changes. I can see the changes on me. I'm not becoming fat, no, but the aesthetic on my vegan diet to now a full fat diet and high protein, my aesthetic is changing. I'm not gaining weight, no, it's muscle. And yeah, my aesthetic is changing completely, even my skin. Some of you were commenting my hair last night, that you were saying, oh, that's a wig. It's not a wig. This is my hair, not a wig. My hair, even my skin is glowing. Yeah. So change your diet. You are, whoever came up with an expression, you are what you eat. That's true. That is true. All right, guys. You know what? It's about nearly 5:30. Let me get my dinner ready. Okay. I really want to move from, eating late now. It's a whole process. I want to eat like probably by 6 p.m. I've had my dinner. So if you want to start, intermittent fasting on a keto diet, do have an 8-hour window, open window for you to eat all the food you want to eat, but don't go crazy. Only eat healthy, high fat, high protein, and then 16-hour fasting. Okay, so after you've had your meals within that 8-hour window, okay, don't eat anything for the next 16 hours. But now I'm good at it, not because I can punish myself and not eat when I feel hungry. No, I have stabilized my insulin and glucose levels, which is what causes hunger. So I'm in ketosis. I'm burning fat for fuel, and I'm not burning glucose. Sorry, I'm not burning glucose for fuel. Okay, so you don't want to be burning glucose for fuel. You want to be burning fat. So eat a lot of it. If you've never eaten butter, guys, when I first heard about eating butter without spreading it on the potato or on the bread, I thought, what? Can I eat this? But yeah, I love butter now. Absolutely, I do. So yeah, and the sardines as well. The sardines are absolutely good. There are some people who go on a sardine diet alone for maybe a week or two. Try that. Even for weight loss, try it. Just sardines all day for a whole week for weight loss. or you can do it for a month if you like, or you can just eat butter for weight loss, you know. So yeah, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all, and I will see you later.